Hey, it's Grandma Moore. What day is today? Thursday. And still in the driveway, get ready to pull out. Leaving a little later than I'd like, but it was nice to get ready this morning slowly. So I'm not scheduled at 10:30 and it's 8:40. So by the time I get into the zone, it'll be about quarter after nine. So hopefully I'll get some work and y'all could come along and see what happens. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, to share it so other people can subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. So if you can help me do that, that would be great. And it's free, so. Well, I got my first order for Taco Bell, $6 for 3.5 miles. So it's supposed to be above freezing, so no coat today. So hopefully it'll be nice and warm. The sun is shining beautifully. All right, I got an Aldi's order for like 38 items for $21 going, I don't know, 11 miles or something. So 3 of those are getting there. And I don't know, I think about it like, how long will it take me? I think I could do it in an hour. Name that tune, right? So on my way to Aldi's and see how that goes. All right, that didn't take long at all. But am I the only one that stresses out how to bag this stuff when you're at Aldi's? I'm like trying to make sure it's even so it's easier to carry and doesn't smash anything. So on the way to drop off the first one. Oh my goodness, almost got stuck in that driveway. It wouldn't go anywhere. My husband taught me how to rock it. So rocked back and forth, then a gunned in and got out of there. Shoo. I thought I would be okay because there was some clean spots, but I guess I didn't get my tires right on the clean spots, and their walkway was horribly icy. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, I took the CVS order. It's only 2 items for $12.25. It was easy. I mostly needed to use their facility, so I took it. It is a lot of miles, but I needed to stop here for a minute. My devotion today was still about giving. And just to paraphrase it, it's like, why are you holding all these treasures, for yourself and not to share them with others, and talks about giving to God first before you do anything else. Long time ago, back in the day, after my daughter had surgery and my husband lost his job and we were really struggling, always put a couple bucks into the offering, even though we didn't have enough money to buy groceries or anything, and God always provided. Ended up being a community garden. I learned how to freeze vegetables and everything. So God always was provided. And then I don't belong to a church. I don't really have found a church that has felt like home yet. When I was a kid, my church was debt free and our preacher had a job, so he didn't take money from the offering, but he did the children's camp and he supported other things. When he married my husband and I, he didn't take a penny from us or anything like that, even though we tried. So, for me, thinking about it, I don't tithe right now. And to give something away, I don't know that I want to give it to a church per se. There's so many churches out there that might not have the right intentions or the same mindset as me. But I like to do something to pay it forward. Then, I was praying about it and asking for guidance. Maybe it's not monetary. Maybe it's cooking for others. My daughter's working on helping with a meal train for a young lady that has some massive medical issues and she has a big family and she's gonna be in the hospital for a very long time. So the community's trying to pitch in and help out. And maybe it's something like that, making a big meal for this family or opening my home up to somebody that needs it at times. I know I live in a camper, but I use the guest camper sometimes for people, it's a lot easier whenever they have their own space. We have our own space, but maybe, right now, monetary wise, it's not the greatest. So, and I don't really know who to trust. There's so many corrupt people. My mom was at a church recently and the treasurer stole the money. It's just gives you just that eerie feeling like, "Oh, I want to make sure it goes to something for real. Is it to help, if I make $100 today, do I give $10 to a homeless person? Will it be used properly? Or do I take that $10 and put it towards a meal for that family? Or I don't know. Do you do something besides tithing to the church? And if so, what are your suggestions? Talking about the meal train, my daughter called me and she's like, what do you recommend? I think they have 5 kids. And then there's the husband and wife, and the wife's going to be going back to the hospital soon. But what do you feed a big family like that? And always back in the day, especially at churches and stuff, anybody that was having a baby, we all made meals, or if somebody was going through something, we all made meals. And my easy to go to was always homemade chicken pot pie, homemade apple pie, easy, quick, and it feeds a lot because the recipe does 2 pies for each one. If they had a small family, then I had food for us and food for them. So I always liked doing that. It made it easy. And she's like, and then when we're talking about the recipe, I said, it's just in my head. I don't know, like I have it written down, but that's not exactly how I follow it. And she liked it the way I made it. So I just find it at Christmas time, she asked me for some recipes, and I'm just like, it's in my head. Let me just write it down, put a dab of this and a dab of that. She's like, Mom, where's the measurements? But it just, it's to your taste. So that was kind of funny. Well, I picked up this $14 order going real close for Myers. I was talking to my husband at lunch, and I delivered it to the wrong house. Then I lost my phone, and I just hit accept. No, for this order, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, sometimes I can't believe I delivered it to the wrong house. I don't know what I was thinking. I just want to clarify. So I'd taken the picture. I thought I was at the right house. The mailbox was at the end. It's snowy. So I was just at the wrong driveway. It was 44 versus 42, and their driveways are next to each other. And I'd taken the picture, so I can't get back to the address. And the guy pulls in and looks at me funny. And I'm like, did I deliver it to the wrong house? He said, yes. And so I knew it was either 44 or 42. So I took it to 42 and I dropped it off. The guy, it was a younger guy. He came out and I said, are you so and so? And he said, yes. And I said, I'm so sorry I, dropped it off at the neighbors, but I'm bringing it to you now. He goes, no worries. And then he said, thanks for trying or something. And I thought, well, heck, I don't know. But he had a Meyer shirt on, so that was even more confusing. But oh well. All right, now that I have a better bearing. So I guess I took an $8 order for about 10 miles because I did take a picture of that. So that's kind of bad, but I'm trying to get silver. So my 2 goals today is to make $125 and make silver because I like to be silver before tomorrow starts. So this gave me 47%. So I'm only 3% away. So I'm just going to take these orders and go ahead and try to get silver, see what I can do, insulting or not insulting or whatever. I still have still way under on miles, so that's good. Oh crap, where this is going, I heard there was a garbage truck on fire. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a good idea to go this direction or to take this order at all. So trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And now I'm picking up a Chinese order. It's just across the street from where I just dropped that off for $6.82, going 5 miles. Nice thing about these orders, even though they seem like high miles, you're still in the zone. You're never leaving the zone. You don't have to worry about trying to get back. Where some of the orders, you're leaving the zone and then having to come back, and they might even be less miles than these. So that's why I don't mind taking these in particular. I'm not excited, but don't mind. Um, because they are in the zone. I saw where a new dasher in the area posted on our Facebook page saying, why is this zone so large? They just want to focus on this one city. But we go pretty far because cover, we just cover 2 counties, but several cities in those 2 counties. But it's kind of nice too because wherever you land within the zone, there's restaurants for the most part. So it's just when you go out of the zone. I don't know if you can see it, but I have my Don't Worry, Be Happy. Let's see. Don't Worry, Be Happy shirt on. And I love that was one of my favorite songs. Well, it still kind of is. My kids hate that song. Every time they fight or holler in the car, I just put that tape in and play it loudly. And so they do not like me to play that at all. And I'll play it for the grandkids sometimes, and their mommies are like, no, no, no. All right, the sun is shining, snow is melting, and it is a glorious day. I'm really enjoying it today. I have been so busy, I didn't keep track of my money. So on my way to pick up this order, it's a McDonald's order for 5.50, I think going 6 miles. I wasn't as much money as I thought I was at, but I've been out for 3.5 hours and I'm at $68. So I'm not mad about it. I hate how McDonald's ties all this up together. How are you supposed to put that in a hot bag? I don't understand. If they didn't tie them together, I could put them in 2 different hot bags. But them tied together, I'm worried about trying to do, if they didn't have drinks, I could try to kind of figure it out. But there's a lot of drinks in it. And so I don't know what to do about it. So sad for the customer. I do have a catering bag in the trunk. I should have got that out for this order. I didn't think about it until just now, and I'm on halfway there now. I forget that they're in the trunk. But I just turned on the heater, got it pretty warm in here, so I think we'll be okay since it's not very far. I know I took this order just because I'm trying to get silver, but they ordered a lot of Joella's, and I love Joella's, and it's not cheap. And it is 5 miles away in a different city, and they didn't give much money. I don't know. I just think that's at least 10% of what they bought, right? I think that's 10% is a decent order. You know, I appreciate that tip. And then anything over 10% is great. All right, they sent me a 6-item order for Myers for $13.25. That leaves me only 33 left to get for my goal and 2% away from silver. It would be a huge blessing if I can get this all done by 3:30. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that I can get everything done by 3:30. I'm doing this whole do not decline thing. So I took this $7.25 for 11 items for 2.9 miles from Target. And it looks like it's pretty simple, just some vegetables and bread. Hopefully they have bread. And so yeah, trying trying to get to that silver. Hopefully it helped. The sun has been so strong and things are melting down here. I'm starting to see grass. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to see grass. Well, that was a sweet little lady. And she didn't want me to fall, so she came out and had me just leave it in the driveway. I told her I'd carry it for her because, I didn't want her to fall either. She was trying to pour hot water on it, and poor thing. So, anyway, they just sent me a $10 stacked order. Not great. I didn't even pay attention to what the miles were because I was busy talking. And I'm only 1% away from being silver and I only need it 27. So now I'm down to 17. I don't know if it'll tell me. Yep, I just made silver. So one go down and one to go. That is great news. That sweet old lady only tipped $2. But I think, different generations have different ideas about money. When my husband, when we first got married, his step grandpa would want him to, what do you call it? Till up the land for a garden, and he'd slip him $2. And he thought that was good pay. He really did. It wasn't a mean thing. It's just what he thought. And his grandma would slip him an extra 20 because 20 was good back then. You're talking 30 something years ago. But so it's just the thought that counts on that one. Anyway, back to this order. I'll be darned if I'm not going up the hill for 10.50 again. And it's stacked. It is going to the same person. So that's good. I haven't looked at the map. I haven't picked up this. I picked up the good desserts, chocolate cake and cheese cake. And now I'm getting ready to pick up her lunch. So, oh well, it wasn't so bad yesterday, so I don't think I'm as scared. Unless I have to go up some weird hill. I'm not sure if I got that dump truck that was on fire on film or not, but they were towing it away. It's totally burnt. What I read was somebody threw away a propane tank in the garbage, and it was in that garbage truck, and he's driving down the expressway and it blows up. Is that not wild? So horrible. But the driver's okay from everything that I'm hearing. So I don't know what would make somebody throw a propane tank in their garbage can, if it was an accident or what. So thanks. I'm getting ready to pick up the second part of this order, and I did look up the directions on Google, and I feel pretty safe about where it's at. But then she texted me and said, well, if you go this way and this way, you won't get stuck. So I wasn't nervous until she texted me that a second ago. Yikes. And it's hard to read those messages while you're driving, especially in a weird area. So hopefully I don't get stuck. I'm not liking not declining things. They sent me a stacked order for $10.25 Taco Bell and then 14 things at Aldi's. And they're having me pick up the Taco Bell first, which is strange. But for $10.25. But that only puts me I'll still keep my silver, and it only puts me like $7 away from a goal. So hopefully the 14 things from Aldi's isn't bad. This was already a bad order, but now it has turned into a terrible order. With the expressway out, everybody's going the same direction. School's letting out on this road that you have to take instead of the expressway. Texted the customer, let her know what was going on. No response. I still haven't made it to the grocery store to get the 14 items. So, yeah. Oh well. I worked so hard to get silver, I didn't want to decline anything. That was my goal for today. So, I don't know. At least I'm starting to move. The line in traffic is as far as I can see. That's not good. This is horrible. And I would unassign it, but I already have their other part of their order. This is crazy. That traffic was a nightmare. So I went ahead and unassigned it. I'm just going to drop off their Taco Bell and say, forget it. I give up. All right, well, went and dropped off the Taco Bell. She had no clue about the garbage truck, which I figure she didn't. And I went ahead and paused my orders just to get out of this traffic where the expressway's closed. And I don't know, I might not hit my 125 goal today, which is fine. I was just trying to get ahead of the game. I'm hoping to make good tomorrow, just really focus. So it's not a have to, it was just a goal. So I'm gonna see once I get out of this town what I decide to do. Well, I went ahead and turned off my dash at 3:30, so I worked 5.5 hours. The traffic just really discouraged me because the expressway was closed and it bothers me. I don't like to feel so claustrophobic where everybody's ready to get home and you can't get anywhere. So I am headed home, thank goodness. And like I said, I worked 5.5 hours. I made 113, but I am silver barely. 50% acceptance rate, 95% completion rate. But yesterday on my end, I put an arrow where it didn't have anything for on-time delivery, and I thought that was strange. And it said next delivery, it would pop up, and it popped up 100%. I've done DoorDash 3.5 years, and I've never had 100%. On Uber, I have 100%, but not on DoorDash. So that was kind of cool. And, we're talking about giving the last couple of days. And it was really sweet. At Taco Bell a minute ago, my last order, went to walk in and there was an elderly couple coming out. They had sodas and it was a little icy right at the where you park. So I held the door and they're like, "Oh my goodness, you're so nice. You're so nice. You don't have to be nice the rest of the day." And was trying to help them and what have you. So it was, I just felt like I didn't realize it was a blessing to them, but it was a blessing. And they gave me a blessing back by saying such nice things. So giving can come in all sorts of ways. That just felt good. And it made me think back in the day, back in the 80s, you held doors for the elderly. You always held the door for whoever come out. And then you went in. And nowadays, everybody's just in a rush and nobody seems to hold doors for each other or do those niceties. And, it's like I write on the prayer list, remember the golden rule, treat others how you would like to be treated. So I know on a kick about that. It was so sweet, so nice. I just had such nice customers today. You be nice to them, they're nice back, and some of them aren't, but for the most part. So that's nice. I was really scared of that one driveway. Um, so, but she was nice enough to open her garage and let me turn around. So if not, I would have been so stuck. So it all works itself out, right? Anyway, I plan on getting this out tonight. And then tomorrow I'm hoping to work hard. I've got my bill money, but I'm gonna have to get gas in the morning. So I'll have to work for that. And then trying just to make enough money to get ahead. They're talking more snow end of next week. So try to work a lot so then I don't have to worry about working in the snow and give myself a little bit of that extra cushion. So that video won't be out so Friday's video won't be out till Saturday morning, probably, unless something great happens. I get to go home early. I can't imagine. And so anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for staying and going on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. I love all the comments. You'll brighten my day every day, and I appreciate it. Have a good one. Be happy. God bless you.